Mount Fuji. The name alone evokes a sense of awe and reverence, not just in Japan, but across the globe. For centuries, this iconic mountain has stood as a silent guardian over the land, its presence woven deeply into the fabric of Japanese culture and identity. The very name conjures up images of a snow-capped peak rising above a sea of clouds. At dawn, the first rays of sunlight paint its slopes in hues of gold and pink. While at dusk, the mountain is often shrouded in a mystical veil of mist. For many, seeing Mount Fuji in person is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a moment of quiet reflection and wonder. At 3,776 meters tall, it is Japan's highest mountain, a majestic presence visible for miles around. On clear days, its perfectly symmetrical cone can be seen from Tokyo, Yokohama, and even as far as the Pacific coast. The sheer scale of Mount Fuji is humbling, reminding all who gaze upon it of nature's power and beauty. Located on the island of Honshu, about 100 kilometers southwest of Tokyo, Mount Fuji is a stratovolcano formed by layers of lava and ash over thousands of years. Its last eruption, in 1707, blanketed the surrounding region in ash, a reminder that beneath its tranquil surface lies a force of immense geological energy. The mountain slopes are marked by ancient lava flows, dense forests, and alpine meadows, each layer telling a story of the Earth's restless creativity. But Mount Fuji is much more than just a geographical wonder. It is a cultural icon, a sacred site, and a source of artistic inspiration for centuries. For generations, pilgrims have journeyed to its base, climbing its trails in search of spiritual enlightenment. Shinto shrines and torii gates dot the landscape, testifying to the mountain's deep spiritual significance. Every summer, thousands of climbers make the ascent, following in the footsteps of poets, monks, and emperors. Its iconic silhouette has graced countless paintings, poems, and photographs, becoming instantly recognizable around the world as a symbol of Japan itself. Artists like Hokusai and Hiroshige immortalized Mount Fuji in their woodblock prints, capturing its changing moods through the seasons. Today, the mountain continues to inspire creativity, drawing photographers, writers, and travelers from every corner of the globe. Mount Fuji is not just a mountain. It is a living symbol, a source of inspiration, and a sacred summit that continues to captivate the hearts and imaginations of all who encounter it. To the Japanese people, Mount Fuji is more than just a mountain. It is a symbol that transcends geography and time, a presence that has shaped the very soul of the nation. Rising majestically above the surrounding landscape, its snow-capped peak is instantly recognizable, a beacon that draws the eyes and hearts of all who see it. For centuries, Mount Fuji has stood as a silent witness to the unfolding story of Japan, its slopes and summit woven into the fabric of daily life, myth, and memory. It is a sacred entity, deeply intertwined with the history, beliefs, and national identity of the Japanese people. The mountain is not just admired for its beauty, but revered as a spiritual force, a place where the divine and the earthly meet. Shinto shrines and torii gates frame its silhouette, and cherry blossoms bloom at its base, creating scenes that have become iconic representations of Japan itself. For many, Mount Fuji is a source of inspiration and a symbol of hope, endurance, and renewal. Since ancient times, Mount Fuji has been revered as a dwelling place of gods and a gateway to the afterlife. Pilgrims have journeyed to its slopes for centuries, seeking spiritual purification and enlightenment. The mountain is central to countless legends and folktales, believed to be inhabited by deities and spirits who watch over the land. Climbing Fuji is considered a rite of passage, a journey that connects the climber with generations past and the mysteries of the universe. At sunrise, when the first light touches its peak, many believe the boundary between the human world and the divine grows thin. Its imposing presence has inspired awe and reverence, shaping Japanese art, literature, and spirituality for centuries. Artists, poets, and writers have all sought to capture the mountain's beauty and mystery, each interpretation adding new layers to its legend. The ever-changing face of Fuji, shrouded in mist, crowned with snow, or glowing in the evening sun, has become a metaphor for the fleeting nature of life, a central theme in Japanese aesthetics. The mountain's silhouette appears in haiku, in ancient scrolls, and in the brushstrokes of countless painters, each work a tribute to its enduring power. Mount Fuji's significance is reflected in countless works of art, from the iconic woodblock prints of Hokusai to modern photography and film. Hokusai's 36 views of Mount Fuji immortalize the mountain in the global imagination, while contemporary artists and filmmakers continue to find new ways to express its majesty. Museums and galleries across Japan and the world display these works, each piece a testament to the mountain's ability to inspire creativity and wonder. Even today, photographers and painters travel from far and wide, hoping to capture a glimpse of Fuji's elusive spirit. Its image adorns everything from stamps and coins to kimonos and teacups, a testament to its enduring place in the Japanese psyche. The mountain's likeness is woven into the fabric of daily life, appearing on everyday objects and cherished heirlooms alike. Whether seen on a postage stamp sent across the world, a coin passed from hand to hand, or the delicate pattern of a kimono, Mount Fuji serves as a constant reminder of Japan's natural beauty and cultural heritage. It is more than just a mountain. It is a living symbol, a source of pride, and a wellspring of inspiration for generations past, present, and yet to come. One of the most striking features of Mount Fuji is its almost perfectly symmetrical cone shape. This distinctive silhouette, often compared to an inverted fan, is the result of its volcanic origins. Over millennia, eruptions have deposited layers of lava and ash, gradually building up the mountain's steep slopes. The snow-capped peak of Mount Fuji is another of its defining features. For much of the year, the summit is blanketed in snow, creating a stark contrast against the blue sky. The snow melts in the summer months, revealing a barren volcanic landscape. Mount Fuji has been a place of spiritual significance for centuries. In ancient Shinto beliefs, the mountain was considered a sacred dwelling place of gods, and its summit was off-limits to ordinary mortals. Legends abound about the mountain's creation and the deities said to reside there. Over time, Mount Fuji became associated with Buddhism as well, with temples and shrines built on its slopes. It became a popular pilgrimage destination, with climbers seeking spiritual enlightenment and purification through the arduous ascent. The story of Mount Fuji's first recorded ascent is shrouded in both history and legend. It is widely believed that in the year 663 AD, a Buddhist monk became the first person to reach the summit. While his name has been lost to time, his journey marked the beginning of a spiritual tradition that would shape the mountain's legacy for centuries to come. For the people of ancient Japan, Mount Fuji was not just a physical challenge, but a sacred place, believed to be the dwelling of deities and spirits. The act of climbing the mountain was seen as a form of devotion, a way to purify the soul and seek enlightenment. For centuries, climbing Mount Fuji was primarily a religious practice, with pilgrims making the arduous journey to the summit. These early climbers often wore white robes, symbolizing purity, and carried walking sticks inscribed with prayers. The pilgrimage was not only physically demanding, but also deeply spiritual, with climbers stopping at shrines and sacred sites along the way to offer prayers and seek blessings. The journey was filled with rituals, chants, and moments of reflection, as pilgrims sought to connect with the divine and find inner peace atop Japan's highest peak. In the Edo period, which lasted from 1603 to 1868, Mount Fuji's allure grew even stronger. The mountain became a symbol of national identity and inspiration for artists, poets, and travelers alike. During this era, climbing Mount Fuji became increasingly popular, with people from all walks of life making the ascent. Merchants, samurai, farmers, and even women, who were previously forbidden from climbing, began to undertake the journey. The trails bustled with activity, and the mountain's image appeared in countless woodblock prints and poems, cementing its place in Japanese culture and imagination. Today, Mount Fuji stands as a beacon for adventurers and nature lovers from around the globe. Its iconic snow-capped peak draws hikers, photographers, and spiritual seekers alike. The mountain's trails are now filled with a vibrant mix of people. Locals and tourists, young and old, experienced climbers and first-timers, all united by the desire to experience the majesty of Fuji firsthand. The journey to the summit is no longer reserved for the devout or the daring. It has become a rite of passage for many, a bucket list adventure that connects people across cultures and generations. Every year, thousands of people make the climb to the summit, following well-maintained trails and staying at mountain huts along the way. The experience is both challenging and rewarding, with climbers often forming bonds with fellow adventurers as they ascend through changing landscapes. From lush forests at the base to rocky slopes near the top. Along the route, mountain huts offer a place to rest, share stories, and prepare for the final push to the summit. The sense of camaraderie and shared purpose is palpable, as each climber faces their own personal journey while being part of a larger community. The official climbing season typically runs from July to September, when the weather is most favorable and the trails are free of snow. During these months, the mountain comes alive with activity, as thousands of climbers set out before dawn to witness the breathtaking sunrise from the summit, a moment known as Goraiko, or the arrival of light. For many, reaching the top of Mount Fuji is more than just a physical achievement. It is a deeply personal and transformative experience. a chance to stand above the clouds and reflect on the journey that brought them there. The name Fuji is believed to have originated from the Ainu language, the indigenous people of Japan. The Ainu word huchi or fuchi means fire, reflecting the mountain's volcanic nature. Over time, the name evolved into Fuji. In Japanese mythology, Mount Fuji is often referred to by other names such as Fuji-san, meaning Mr. Fuji, or O-Fuji-san, which means Honorable Mount Fuji. These names really show the respect and reverence the mountain commands. Mount Fuji is located in a region of stunning natural beauty. The surrounding area is dotted with 5 beautiful lakes, known as the Fuji 5 Lakes. These lakes, formed by volcanic activity, offer breathtaking views of the mountain reflected in their clear waters. The nearby city of Hakone is a popular destination for its hot springs, volcanic scenery, and views of Mount Fuji. The region is also home to other volcanic peaks, creating a dramatic and awe-inspiring landscape. The weather on Mount Fuji is notoriously unpredictable and can change rapidly. The summit of the mountain experiences its own microclimate, with temperatures often far below freezing, even in the summer months. Strong winds, fog, and snow are common, making the climb challenging and potentially dangerous. Climbers are advised to come prepared for all types of weather, with warm clothing, rain gear, and appropriate footwear. It is essential to check the weather forecast before attempting the climb and to be prepared to turn back if conditions deteriorate. Today, Mount Fuji is one of Japan's most popular tourist destinations, attracting millions of visitors every year. People come from all over the world to admire its beauty, climb its slopes, and experience its spiritual significance. In 2013, Mount Fuji was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its exceptional natural beauty and its cultural and spiritual significance. This designation recognizes the importance of preserving this iconic mountain for future generations to enjoy and revere.